Eh. Ow! My elbow! Chad, I bumped my elbow onto the side of my chair. I can't move. I broke my arm. Call the ambulance! Chad! Call the ambulance! Why is that? You guys suck. You'd rather have me die. Drama queen. Everything hurts already, okay? My body is sore. My whole body is sore. Let me just wince about this. What's wrong with you? Now I know. Now I know that if one day, chat, I am going to be in a lot of pain, no one is going to call the ambulance. You guys are just gonna laugh at me. Thanks, guys. Now I know. Literally, you guys are useless. Useless. Now let me just call... Do we have 911 in Indonesia? Actually... okay, anyone from Indonesia in chat right now, do we have 911 here in my country? Technically, no. You know, like, do we have like a hotline? Yes. Oh, it's 112? Does it work? No? I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. Sometimes, with our health insurance, it doesn't cover ambulance costs. So, that's what my mom told me. Michi, just so you know, usually they don't cover the... like, insurance doesn't cover all of that stuff. Or something like that. But this was back then, so I always avoid... I'd rather like limp to the hospital, bro. I'ma save myself my 50 bucks. Guess I'll die. Bro actually doesn't know emergency numbers. I don't. My emergency number right now... Let me check. Who is my emergency call? It's my old roommate. If one day I get into an accident, the first person that they're gonna call is my roommate. That, like, my ex-roommate, basically. That lives, unironically, like a 6-hour train ride from me. Yeah, I used to have a roomie. She got married, like, last year. Congratulations, but fuck her, you know? She betrayed me! She got married. Hey, you wanna know about roomie's love life? I always find this so cool. I'm gonna be real with you. I was, like, roomie's #1 love life hater. Yeah, she's a traitor. So, here's the thing. My roommate is married. Like, she got married last year. Her boyfriend, or I mean husband now, her husband, guess how they met? If you already know, you don't, because we just met, you know what I mean? I just debuted. I've never talked about the story before, so guess how they met, Lamau? How did they meet, Michi? Through an online mobile game. I forgot the name, but I shit you not, they were like e-dating. At that time, I think. So the story is, if I'm not wrong, Rumi's boyfriend at that time, he was like working overseas, and then they met online, and then they were like kind of like online dating for, was it like 2 years? I think they were like online dating for like 2 years. And then eventually he came back to Indo, and then they met up, stuff like that. Continued dating for like 5 years and got married, I think. Or like 4 years and got married. Yeah, I shit you not. They were an e-couple. The e-couple actually got married. And here's the thing. I was so like skeptical, right? Because of multiple reasons. The first reason is they were an e-couple. I'm not saying all e-couples will not like succeed, but it's very, you know, let's be real, right? It usually doesn't work out. You know, if you're dating someone online, it might work. Like, my roommate is living proof that it does work because they end up getting married. But let's be so real, chat. A good amount of times, it doesn't work because it's online. Especially when, like, there's time zone difference and all of that. Like, yeah, it's a bit harder, right? It's like rarer for online couples to work. Yeah, because it's like long distance relationships. Like, LDR is usually really hard, but I don't know. I'm not saying it's like impossible, because my roommate got married to the guy she met online. They were like LDRing for half of their relationship. So, I don't know. Not only that, honestly, this is so awkward, right? I will tell you how it goes. Maybe one day I can like get roomie on call and we can hang. But like, basically, when I first met roomie's, at the time, boyfriend, there was like a little bit of a misunderstanding. Basically, I thought he was an ass. Not an evil ass, just like he's weird. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, this guy, weird. But you have to remember, Rumi has dated before, and Rumi's like, she has a shit taste in men. Okay, I'm gonna be so real with you. I love her, but like, she has those I can fix him energy, but not really. Like, if she loves someone, she will always say yes, not because she's like a people pleaser. Like, if she doesn't love you, she will be smart. But like, if she loves you, then she's like simp. You know, like not in a bad way, but not in a good way. Like, she will give her all for you. And because of that, she always dates the most, like, in my opinion, and my opinion's right, she dates the most like selfish, self-centered men I've ever met in my life. Okay, like actually all they care about is themselves. And my roommate will be like taking care of them, and these guys would not take care of her back. So, because of my roommate shitty dating track record, I will say I was very biased towards her like future relationships, because I'm like, are you going to use her, you piece of shit? Right? I'm a bit of an ass. But when I first met her now husband, at that time boyfriend, I thought he was weird because he was so like rare with like cheap with words, you know what I mean? Like, he's so lacking with words. He doesn't say anything. I go like, hey, nice to meet you. He's like, hi. And I'm like, oh, so I heard that you guys and he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, cool. What did you do today? Like, he is so just say yes, no. Like, he's talking Ben, bro. Like, all he does is go, yes, no, bleh. Like, that's all he does. He's literally talking Ben as a person. So I was like, why are you so odd? Like, maybe you are introverted, but like, you know, I was on high alert. And this is my first impression of you. So I was like, are you just nice to my roommate, but mean to everyone else because you're showing your true colors? Why? Is this who you truly are? But I digress. I was really friendly. Because I was like, I was already judging, but like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna keep it cordial, right? Second time we've met, I was like the first time I've ever met a roomie's husband / at that time boyfriend, IRL. Like, he came to like visit and stuff, right? So we met up. This was like 2 years as they're dating, and like my roomie progressively became more and more in love, and I was like, okay. At that point, I have no bad intentions. Like, the fact that you guys are still in a relationship for 2 years, and you know, she hasn't really been too sad, is good. So we met up, me, roomie, and him, and he was like glued to her the whole day. Like, glued. And I get it, because it's like long distance, so it's fine. We like talked during like lunch, and this guy would like not look at me at all. Like, it's not even like, oh, you have to look at me. Just that he would not look at anyone, doesn't talk to me at all. Like, I try to start a conversation, he ignores, not he ignores, but he just like, he looks down. He doesn't even look at my roommate. He looks down and be like, yeah, ha ha ha, aw. And I was like, what is up with you? You know what I mean? I was like, I get it. It's like, okay, like, oh my god, he's loyal, but that's just like not social. There's a difference between loyal and antisocial, okay? So I was like, are you shy? Or are you like kind of not, like, are you, I don't know. So I was very nervous. I became progressively more nervous. And I thought this guy is just like antisocial, low-key. Like, to be fair, it is because it's also my roommate. Like, I've been with my roommate for years. Like, I'm talking about years and years and years. She's the only friend I have for this long. Like, I've never had anyone I cared about for this long. So at that point, right, and trust me, I've seen a lot of guys like really hurt my roommate's feelings. So I was very like overly protective. I will admit I was overly protective. But I was like kind of getting more and more like uncomfortable in a way. And I got like, that's my computer. I got a Creative Cloud update. But yeah, over time, I got like weird juju vibes from him. Because as time went by, it was more and more awkward. You know what I mean? Like, everything was awkward. And then, fast forward, I think like we talked again. And he was actually a really good guy. Like, he's a really nice guy. And he's fine. Like, over time, we actually got along better. I wouldn't say we're friends, but like, we're in good talking terms. And, you know, we hang out and talk and stuff like that. So we're good now. And I remember asking him, like, I think a while ago, like, I asked him, I was like, by the way, I'm gonna be real with you. My first impression of you was not that nice. Because, like, I thought you were an ass. Like, I thought you were, like, secretly crazy. You know, like, you're silently, like, a crazy person. Because you're, like, you were so cold. But, like, he was nice to everyone but me. So I was like, what? You just seem so cold, you know, but you're actually really nice. It's just my first impression of you. You were so cold and mean, so I don't... I'm glad to know that we're friends now. And that's when I realized he was like, bro, I thought you were mean. And he said his first impression of me is that I'm an ass. So our first impression of each other is that we're assholes. I thought he was an ass because he was like... Okay, honestly, my most horrible thought of him is that he is like violent in nature. Yeah, I was like, okay, are you like antisocial in brackets violently? And his impression of me is that I am like cold and like, oh yeah, I don't know how to like the word for it. Like, you know when you talk to someone and they're like two-faced snaky and like oh my god, is that what you're wearing today? You know what I mean? Like when someone's like, oh my god, you look good. Nice outfit. Like that. Yeah, like he thought that I was kind of like that, where I'm just like, oh my god, nice outfit. Loser, kind of a thing. So he was like, I thought you were a meanie. And I was like, what? Why? And he's like, I don't know, you look like, you know, no offense, but you look bitchy. And I do get that a lot, sadly. I do get that a lot. A lot of people, when they meet me, they do think I have a very judgmental face. It's just my race. Like, I look like I'm very sarcastic and bitchy and judgmental. Worst case, I'm just judgy. Okay, but I'm not like judgy angry. I'm judgy scared. Like, I'm like judging if you're a killer or not. But like, I'm not gonna judge you for anything else. It's just like, I need to know if you're gonna kill me. That's like just normal common sense. But aside from that, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, judging your fit, judging your face, judging your everything. No, I'm just gonna be like, judging in brackets, are you human or are you killing human? Question mark. But then he's like, yeah, over time I just realized that's how you look like. I was like, oh, I'm glad we got that sorted. So apparently I thought he was weird because I thought he was weird because of his actions. He acted that way because he thought I was being weird. So I guess he looked at me, got intimidated, acted that way, and then I looked at him acting that way, and then I got intimidated, and then we both thought we were bitches to each other. So that was nice. Are you single? Yes. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Listen, I can't smile. I smile. You know, people call... Oh, my voice cracked. People call me crazy because, dude, I practice my smile and my laugh in front of the mirror. All right? And people are like, oh my god, Michi, are you fucking insane? Like, are you crazy? Are you like a psychopath? Who does that? Who laughs in the mirror and practice? You know why? You know why I do that? Because if I do not do that, people will actually think I am judging them. Because back then, how I used to laugh sounded not genuine, and it sounded like I'm like not actually laughing. The thing is, this is why I like being a VTuber. You don't know how I look like. You know, like, my voice sounds fine in a way, but like the way I talk is meh. But paired with this face that I am born, like literally God gave me this face, anything I say instantly sounds passive aggressive. Instantly. And I'm not that much of an ass. Like, I am an asshole, but not that much. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna judge you head to toe. Is that the fit you're wearing? You're disgusting. No, it's just, I don't know. It's genetics. Everyone in my family looks judgmental. We all have like this resting judgmental face. I was born. Have you seen my brother? If you see my brother, you'll understand, okay? My brother looks more judgmental than I do. If you met any of my family, they look as judgmental as I do. I'm not judgmental. This is just genetics. We look like we're assholes. But we are not. We mean what we say, and we are genuine about it. If anything, my family, it's either we are passive or we are aggressive. There is no passive aggression in the family, excluding my parents, okay?